friends, welcome to Redgate Ranch Homestead. If this is your first visit to the channel, my name is Margie and I'm so glad to have you. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Well, we're in the kitchen today, and if you've ever needed a quick go-to recipe, I've got one for you today. We're going to use canned chicken. We're going to use a can of cream of mushroom soup, some fresh vegetables, and it's got a delicious butter cracker crumb crust that I think you're really going to like. So come along with me and I'll show you how to make this quick, easy supper. The first thing we're going to do is melt about a tablespoon of butter in a small frying pan. We're going to saute a half a cup of white onion. I used a sweet onion. 2 ribs of celery chopped, and we're going to add about half of a bell pepper. I chose a red bell pepper, but you could use a green one or a yellow one, whatever you prefer. I just think the red one is really pretty in this dish. Now we're going to saute these until they're softened, just a little bit. Look at that, it already looks like Christmas. We're going to put a pinch of salt. And while these soften, we can prepare the other ingredients. While we're waiting on the vegetables to saute, we can put together the rest of this casserole. And we're going to use 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, and this is a 10.5-ounce can. Now we're going to use 2 cans of chicken breast, and these are 12.5-ounce cans. I like to drain the chicken. Makes a good gravy for the dog food. Okay. Drain it for the pups. I'm going to get puppy kisses later. And we're just going to mix that together. I got this recipe from my Aunt Bonnie Faye. She gave me this recipe several years ago, and we don't even call it chicken casserole at my house. We call it Bonnie Faye's casserole. She was my dad's youngest sister, and she was tiny. There were, let's see, how many children were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 8 children, and she was the last one of 8. And she was a tiny little thing. I don't know if she ever weighed 100 pounds. Maybe she did when she was pregnant. She had 2 daughters, 2 beautiful daughters, and I think most of her life she weighed around 88 pounds. So let me get our vegetables over here. Those are nice and soft now. Now Bonnie Faye would put poppy seeds, like a tablespoon of poppy seeds in this recipe. I'm going to omit that today, but you could add that if you'd like. We'll just stir all of this together. It really comes together just so quickly. Now we'll just put it in our casserole dish. All right, Now we're going to crumble up all of these yummy crackers, and we'll put 5 tablespoons of melted butter in them, and we'll sprinkle that over the top. I just put a sleeve of butter crackers in a Ziploc bag, and I'm just going to crush those up with my hand. You can get the kiddos in the kitchen to help you with this. Now I have about 5 tablespoons of melted butter here, and I'm going to put these crackers in the bowl. And we'll just stir this butter in with these crackers. I can remember Bonnie Faye as a girl as I was growing up. She had the most beautiful red hair, and she was a tiny little thing. And she would go to the beauty shop or the hair salon every Thursday and get her hair done. She was neat as a pin, never a hair out of place. I always wanted to be like her. All right, now we're just going to sprinkle this over the top. Yeah, I think that just about does it. Okay, and we're going to put this in the oven at 375 degrees, and we're going to bake it for about 35 to 45 minutes. And we'll wait until it is golden brown on top. And here it is, Bonnie Faye's chicken casserole. It is a big hit with my family, and I hope it is with yours too. I thought I'd bring her picture out and let you meet her. She was such a lovely lady, and I know that her daughters, Jimmy Nell and Tommy Faye, will be so excited to see her recipe show up on YouTube. We've got more recipes from Aunt Bonnie Faye. She showed me how to do pickled beans like Grandpa did, and we'll be bringing that video to you sometime this summer. But until then, I love you, Aunt Bonnie Faye, and I will see you in the next video.